Ladies and gentlemen, the textbook Palliative Care in India has been officially released. A historic moment for healthcare education in our nation. Please join me in a very warm round of applause. It's now my honor to invite our distinguished chief guest, Dr. C.N. Manjunath, to address this gathering.
ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು ಶಂಕರ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸರ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮತ್ತು ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಯಾಲಿಯೇಟಿವ್ ಕೇರ್ ಇನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಎನ್ನುವ ಪುಸ್ತಕವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಲೋಕಾರ್ಪಣೆ ಮಾಡುತ್ತಾ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಆಹ್ವಾನಿಸಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಶಂಕರ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸರ್ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಫೌಂಡರ್ ಆದಂಥ, ಟ್ರಸ್ಟಿ ಆದಂಥ, ಆತ್ಮೀಯರಾದಂಥ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ B.S. ಶ್ರೀನಾಥ್ ಅವರೇ ಮತ್ತು ಪ್ಯಾಲಿಯೇಟಿವ್ ಕೇರ್ ಇನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಈ ಪುಸ್ತಕವನ್ನು ಎಡಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಆತ್ಮೀಯರಾದಂಥ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಆತ್ಮಪ್ರಸನ್ನ ಅವರೇ ಮತ್ತು ಅವರ ಸಹಧರ್ಮಿಣಿಯಾದಂಥ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಮಿತಾ ಪ್ರಸನ್ನ ಅವರೇ ಹಾಗೂ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೆರೆದಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಶಂಕರ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸರ್ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಯ ಟ್ರಸ್ಟಿಗಳೇ ಮತ್ತು ತಜ್ಞ ವೈದ್ಯರುಗಳೇ ಮತ್ತು ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೆ, ತಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನನ್ನ ಹೃದಯ ಸ್ಪರ್ಶಿ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಮತ್ತು ನಮಸ್ಕಾರಗಳು. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಈ ಬುಕ್ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಏನಿದೆ, ಇದು ಒಂದು ಐತಿಹಾಸಿಕ ಒಂದು ಬಹಳ ಅರ್ಥಪೂರ್ಣವಾದದ್ದು ಮತ್ತು ಅನನ್ಯವಾದಂಥ ಸಮಯ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಭಾವಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಆತ್ಮಪ್ರಸನ್ನ ಅವರು ಸುಮಾರು 1985ನೇ ಇಸ್ವಿಯಿಂದ ನನಗೆ ಪರಿಚಯ. ನಾನು ಕೂಡ KMC ಮಣಿಪಾಲಲ್ಲಿ DM ಕಾರ್ಡಿಯಾಲಜಿ ಮಾಡತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ 1985ರಿಂದ 1988ನೇ ಇಸ್ವಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಆತ್ಮಪ್ರಸನ್ನ ಅವರು ಮತ್ತು ಮಿತಾ ಪ್ರಸನ್ನ ಅವರು ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದೇ ಫ್ಲ್ಯಾಟಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ವಿ. ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಇತ್ತು ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಅಂದರೆ, ಫ್ಯಾಕಲ್ಟಿ ಆದವ್ರಿಗೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಫ್ಲೋರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಫ್ಲೋರ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಸ್ನಾತಕೋತ್ತರ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ 2ನೇ ಫ್ಲೋರ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಅಂದರೆ ಅದು ಚಿಕ್ಕದು ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ರೂಮ್ ಇತ್ತು, ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ಕಿಚನ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಅಂದರೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಈ ಪ್ಯಾಲಿಯೇಟಿವ್ ಕೇರ್ ಇನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಏನಿದೆ ಭಾರತ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ, ಅದು ಇನ್ನೂ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಅದು ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ಡ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ ಪೀಸ್ ಮೀಲ್. So I really thank Professor Dr. Atma Prasanna for really publishing this great epic. I can say it is an epic of palliative care in India. It is an epic antane mahakavya antane helbekagutte. It is an epic. Because not everybody can write books. You ask somebody to write even one-page article, they always take about 1 month or may not write at all. So here is a great man who is so passionate about his profession, who is so much connected with his profession, and he is saluting his profession. So that has made him to write despite his physical limitations. So he has edited this really an historic, monumental book called Palliative Care in India. Because today what is happening, we have our own guidelines. Take hypertension guidelines, we have Indian guidelines for hypertension. We have Indian guidelines for managing heart attack, Indian guidelines for managing your cholesterol or lipid management. So, because all through, for so many decades and decades, We have been following, we are copying the Western guidelines, whether it's European guidelines or American guidelines for managing cancer or palliative care. So now, this book serves as a great testament and also serves as a great reference book for all palliative physicians and all palliative postgraduate students or DNB students, and also because palliative therapy is just not just pain management, it is beyond pain management. So it's a multidisciplinary approach. So this will be a great ready reckoner and also a reference book for a medical oncologist, a palliative physicians, and also anesthetists, physiotherapists, nutritionists, and rehabilitation specialists. So I think because he has really collected lot of articles from more than 100 authors. So although yes, certainly he needs, in my opinion, a standing ovation for this monumental work. He needs a unbelievable work. We have to, because that is the only a small piece of respect we can show to our profession. Probably I can take a liberty to say, although officially it is not there, Dr. Vita Prasanna is the co-editor of this book, in my opinion. She is the co-editor of the book because of her emotional support, academic support, and also the care she is taking care of him. Probably she deserves this recognition in this hall. My hearty congratulations, Dr. You can always ನಾವು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಆದರ್ಶ ದಂಪತಿಗಳು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇವರೇ ನಿಜವಾದ ಆದರ್ಶ ದಂಪತಿಗಳು. They are the role model couples. So because care means care. What is the definition of care? C is basically for compassion, A for attention, R for rehabilitation, E for empathy. So today the main objective of treatment, number one, we should try to completely cure, that is one. And at the same time, the quality of life is the one that matters. What is the main sole objective of palliative care? Of course, all cancers are not curable. Some are curable, some are maybe controlled. You can limit these things and you can prolong the life, and you can, that is one thing. And some may reach a stage, end stage or refractory stage or untreatable stage. That is where the role of palliative therapy comes in. So in India, there are only few dedicated cancer centers which have a structured, very academically driven, or what is called evidence-driven palliative care. So Shankara Cancer Institute is one of the role model cancer institute in this country. My hearty congratulations to the founder and the trustee of this great cancer hospital, Dr. B.S. Srinath, for really taking this cancer hospital to a greater height. So in fact, this particular center, as I was told, it has 500 plus beds, and they have also come up with the Bharati Shankara Cancer Institute in Bhubaneswar, Orissa, that has got 750 beds. See, to build an institution of excellence, to build an institution for a common man, and because today the cancer treatment is pretty expensive, because it doesn't stop with chemotherapy. Now what we have called immunotherapy, then the radiotherapy. I think, unfortunately, many of these procedures are not included under our government-sponsored health scheme. So out-of-pocket expenditure is very, very high. Out-of-pocket expenditure is high. Although under Ayushman Bharat, some of the procedures, some of these drugs are included, but not all of them. So recently, the Union budget, Government of India, is exempted customs duty on 17 cancer drugs. 17 cancer drugs, and I was pursuing this issue. In fact, I collected all the names of immunotherapy drugs that need to be exempted from custom duty from our BS Srinath. Then I took up this matter with Union government and also the Ministry of Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, and also I spoke about this particular issue that cancer drugs, particularly immunotherapy drugs, need to be exempted from customs duty so that treatment can be reasonably affordable and accessible to a common man in the parliament. Then, in response to my appeal, today Government of India has exempted the customs duty on cancer drugs. In fact, when I met Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, she told me, Manjunath, I don't know much about this, and you are a accomplished cardiologist, and you just give me the list of those drugs, and I will include in the exemption list. Then I was pursuing this with Srinath, he was busy. Then almost once in 3 days, once in 5 days, I used to call him, give that list, give that list. Then ultimately he gave it. So this is where, because the most important is treatment should be more affordable, accessible, and available. So this is where possibly we have to put in our policy matters in such a way, because ultimately you should have, we should, if it is not possible to cure it, because three objectives of treatment, any treatment: number one, you have to elevate the totally disease, you have to eradicate, you have to, that's a complete cure. That's only few cancers are totally curable if recognized in the early stage. Then some can be controlled or contained, and ultimately the bottom line is you have to improve the quality of life. That is very, very important. As long as they live, they should live with dignity and they should live with a better quality of care. So it is a multidisciplinary approach. And most important is we should have tremendous patience for patients. We should have more. I think that is where, who is an average doctor? Who is a good doctor? Average doctor is one who treats the disease. A good doctor is one who treats the patient. Because patient, in addition to the disease, has lot of symptoms, has emotional issues, has various hidden problems. So this is where probably palliative physicians should have a tremendous patience, and because I think the way we talk, and if you are spending time with the patient, that is also a treatment. Non-medicine medicines they are. Non-medicine medicines, the way we talk, the way we counsel, the way we really infuse confidence in the patient. Because I was just given, patients are extremely sensitive, and they are very intelligent and watchful. See, I am in the habit of closing my eyes when I am auscultating the heart, because so that I can focus completely on hearing the heart sounds or the murmurs, whatever it is. So that is my habit. Whenever I am auscultating the heart with the stethoscope, I close my eyes. See, one patient asked me, sir, ನಾನು ಡೌಟಾ ಸರ್, ನಾನು ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ ಸರ್. ಇಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ, ನಾನು ಕಣ್ಣು ಮುಚ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಸೌಂಡ್ಸು ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಲಿ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ನಾನು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಡಯಾಗ್ನೋಸಿಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಹಾಗೆ ಅಂತ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಸಿ, ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ there are three levels of compassion. Compassion is because we have sympathy, empathy, and compassion. Sympathy means what? That means we know somebody is suffering from pain. Then empathy means I am feeling myself that he has pain. But compassion is, let me do something to alleviate the pain. So one should have sympathy, one should have empathy, one should have compassion. I think this is where, I think today, in these days of explosion of technology, today we are in an era of explosion of technology on one side and aggressive marketing forces on the other side. And between these two, patients and doctors or specialists are getting sandwiched between technology on one side and second one is on the aggressive marketing forces. So we need to really strike a balance. That is the reason uh, three things you should always keep in mind. Three things, they can be called as commandments. They can be called as commandments. What are those three things we should always keep it in mind? Decision making is more important than incisions. Decision making is more important than interventions. And finally, treatment should not be more harmful than the disease. So these are the three basic slogans or commandments one should follow. Because we know pretty well this patient, whatever you do, is not going to survive. If the life expectancy is less than 3 months, less than 4 months, whatever you do, no point in just pushing this patient to all modalities of therapy. Then ultimately what happens, the bill becomes so expensive. The one who dies, and the one who survives is financially dead. Always understand the financial background of the patient, and within that financial bracket you just see how best you can give an optimal treatment. I will just give an example. You are traveling in an aeroplane. Somebody is sitting in first class, somebody is in executive class, and some more people in the economic class. If there is an air crash, all will die. Not that executive class people will survive, the economy passengers will die. So I think this is where, so I think pain is a sign you are alive. Problem is a sign you are strong. And prayer is a sign you are not alone. I think these three things are very, very important. Pain, problem, and this thing. So today, this great book is really a ready-made cake for all the people who are interested. See, is Dr. Atma Prasanna's concern, commitment, passion for his profession is really appreciable. See, if you are really passionate about your profession, you are awake even when you are sleeping. If you are not passionate about your profession, you think twice whether I should get up and start working. So if you salute your work, you need not salute anybody. If you pollute your work, you have to salute a lot of people. I have seen some people actually, because during my long tenure as director of the Institute of Cardiology, I had seen people who repeatedly salute you in the same day. They are the most dangerous people, I think. So once in a while, if they salute, it's fine. Some people will salute only during examination or before getting an appointment. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಹೇಗಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಕೊಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಮೊದಲು ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ ದೇವ್ರು 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 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ ದೆವ್ವ ದೆವ್ವ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಲವ್ ಯುವರ್ ಜಾಬ್. ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವೇರ್ Prasanna, I mean, in fact, he is a great example of an embodiment of commitment, compassion, and passion. Because writing a book is not a joke, editing a book is not a joke, because he has to really put lot of efforts. That's the reason ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಈ ಸಂಬಂಧಗಳು ಅಂತ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. So we have got a great relationship. When I came to know Atma Prasanna is here, Meeta Prasanna is here, then I thought, like, in fact, I was going through the memory lane of my stay in KMC. We had an excellent relationship. My son was small, 1.5 years at that time. Actually, Prasanna's mother used to always used to hold him. So that is, ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಸಂಬಂಧಗಳು ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಪುಸ್ತಕ ಇದ್ದಾಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಗಳು. ಪುಸ್ತಕ ಹಳೆದಾದ್ರೂ ಪದಗಳು ಹಳೆದಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಪುಸ್ತಕ ಹಳೆದಾದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪದಗಳು ಹಳೆದಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ರಿಯಲಿ ಎ ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಅಕೇಶನ್. ಸೊ regarding this, of course, I'm very glad that Shankara Cancer Institute has emerged as one of the premier cancer institute in this country. And they are running 8 courses, DNB courses in all specialties. It's not just a care provider, they are also training lot of specialists for the country. And because I hope cancer treatment, because these immunotherapy drugs and hopefully in years to come, hopefully they are manufactured in India, so the cost will come down. I think these things are important. See, I think kindness makes the person most beautiful, however one looking at. Because palliative care is not just medicine, it's all about counseling and just spending time with the patient. And also it should be very sympathetic because I think this is where it's not just because today in the under the banner of palliative care, these narcotic drugs are being misused, they are abused. So one has to take care of that one also. You should not end up over treating this thing because it is a very what you highly regulated drugs. These because already we have seen the abuse of narcotic drugs. We have seen many of the particularly in Mysore has become a hub of manufacturing train these narcotic drugs. So one has to be very careful about this. So definitely our objective of palliative care is to make the patients, comfortable, and apart from alleviating the pain, improving their self-confidence, improving their willpower. So because I think willpower is the one which really drives them to be with lot of comfort. So willpower is some patients have a tremendous willpower. So I think that is the job of a palliative team because you have to. I think giving time is very very important. So there is no happiness in medicine, but there is medicine in happiness. So certainly, and there is medicine in palliative care. Palliative care is not just medicine; it's lot of humanitarian approach, lot of kindness is required, and so I think palliative care in India is. I was told only about 4 to 5% of the patients are receiving this palliative care, but more and more patients should be because there is no much awareness also because now what is happening, the joint families are fading away. Earlier what is happening, a lot of people at home, they used to take care of their patients. Now what is the definition of joint family in 2026? Husband and wife living together is a joint family. So I think that is the problem. So in this context, the institutional palliative care occupies a center stage. So we need to have a team. Of course, Shankara Cancer Institute is in the forefront of palliative care, apart from Kidwai, that is one of the female. Dr. Yegoda was the former director of Kidwai. So I think this is where we have to have people with a lot of sympathy and kindness and see the way we speak is also very very important because the way we speak is also a medicine. So suppose you just smile at the patients. You just whenever you come across the patient, you just smile. Smile is not just best. Smile is the best cosmetic. Smile is the best medicine. Smile is the antidepressant. I think this is where we have to use our just beyond our profession. We have to do a lot as a counselor. I think certainly I'm very happy I'm part of this program, and I wish, and also I wish Dr. Sarna and Mr. Prasanna very good health and also prosperity, happiness, and because it's called. See, I have never seen a person, despite his disability, still pursuing with this. See, when we were actually holding those books, his tears were coming out, and she was wiping these tears. And I think that's a great emotional touch to this particular book release. And that means the care starts from home. That is the reason they could able to write this book. The care starts from home, and that's the reason. So finally, I have some commandments, general commandments for your future endeavors as well as for your academic success. Dedication is more important than designation. Sincerity is more important than seniority. Values are more important than valuables. Mindset is more important than marks. And loyalty is more important than royalty. Efforts are more important than the results. Progress is more important than perfection. And finally, proper work is more important than paperwork. So these are some of these commitments. And again, all of us should love our job. Mostly we should never give up. Although I am a member of the parliament for the last 2 years, still I practice 2 days a week, Monday and Wednesday at Bangalore Hospital. So that means if you are really concerned, if you are connected with your profession, because in fact I love to be called as a cardiologist than member of the parliament. So yes, another important thing, because of our continuous efforts today, Government of India has rolled out HPV vaccine for our teenage girls. This is one of the greatest initiative by Government of India to prevent cervical cancer, and it's available in all government hospitals, medical college hospitals, as well as government hospitals. So in fact, we were very vocal about this issue in the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Health, and this year I have also recommended, in fact I spoke in the Parliament just a week back, because pneumonia is pretty common. It's one of the, in fact it is the second killer, it is the second biggest killer in India in elderly people. Indian Chest Society as well as Geriatric Society of India has recommended pneumococcal vaccine for senior citizens, maybe after 65 or 75, just lifetime one dose to prevent pneumonia. So probably in the next budget, probably hope so it will come through. So we have to go on pursuing, but it's ultimately we should not get disappointed the way if you are not able to do it this year. That perseveration is very important. Consistency, perseveration will make you a successful person. So all the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your very thoughtful, inspiring and generous words. Sir, entha matugadu, really, really touched by your encouragement. It means a great deal to the entire team behind this publication and to the cause of palliative care in India. Dr. Manjunath sir's unwavering dedication to public health, medical excellence, and to the people of Bengaluru truly make him an inspiring voice for this occasion. Thank you very much once again, sir.